Welcome to the Wicklander-Zalowski interviewing tip, presented by the International Association of Interviewers. Hi, I'm Chris Norris, Director of Webinar Training, WZ Europe and International Training here at Wicklander-Zalowski & Associates. Today's tip, we'd like to talk about rollover cases. Developing information and developing larger confessions from our subject is always a challenging task. But I think one of the most challenging things within the development phase is developing information on other people in the workplace, on co-conspirators. The rollover cases become very difficult for us, but here are a couple tips to help you get more information on rollovers. For me, one of the best ways to generate rollovers isn't asking someone who else. I tend to start the process with who else knows. The next thing I'd like to discuss are your coworkers, those that are around you that may know what you're doing. What this does is allow me to just generate knowledge first before I get into those that are actually involved. A second way that we start to generate information on knowledge in rollover cases is utilizing what's known as peak of tension. I think peak of tension is a brilliant tool to use under this circumstance, because what peak of tension allows us to do is, rather than asking the subject to name a name for us, what it allows us to do is to name the names for them, allow them to say no to each of the names that we've mentioned, and then just evaluate which no appears to be untruthful, maybe giving us some insight into, again, some co-conspirators. Another way we use peak of tension is evaluating people on a scale of 1 to 10. 1, having no integrity, you know they're doing something wrong. 10, they have high integrity, they would never do anything wrong. When you, again, name the names yourself, you listen to the way they evaluate their coworkers. When you hear simple 10, 10, 10, there's no concerns. When you hear, I guess 10, there's a concern. When you hear, oh, 4, you know there's something wrong. The last way we might develop information on rollover cases is simply asking the what, where, how, when, why, and omitting the who. What's the most expensive item you've seen a coworker take? You don't have to tell me who, but what is it? When was the last time you see a coworker take something from the store? You don't have to tell me who, but when was it? When you develop their knowledge of other information, we'll eventually pare that information down and have it lead us to the person that they're talking about. These are a couple great ways to get rollover cases. Thanks for tuning in on IEI's interview tip. See you soon on another tip. Take care. Keep well. Bye.
For more information or to register for a seminar today, visit us online at w-z.com or call us at 800-222-7789.